Alright, so what happened was I continued the entire video from where I was, and I finished the entire card, and then realized my camera had died. So I charged it, come back, and then I'm also doing a set of a whole bunch of these, so I'm actually doing 4 in total. Here's all the card bases and the finished one. So I'm doing 4 of the green. What you're doing is the blue. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Alright, so this is what the final green one looks like. This is what the final blue one looks like. You get the polka dots all around here, and you've got the little bit of the alphabet here, and then you've got, you know, the different buttons. Alright, you kind of see the different buttons there. Alright, sorry, it's kind of, my light is right here, literally right here. So there's a little bit of shadow because of that, and I'm kind of moving my camera around now. Oops. My camera stand is kind of, excuse me, is kind of makeshift. So this is what it looks like. Alright, so we're going to keep going from this point forward. I have only a very little bit of video, so we're just going to go with that. I'm only going to finish one of them, so I'm going to take the pieces for the one, and then I can put everything else to the side. And I've adhered most everything together, and right, so our next step is to actually adhere the ribbon. So I've actually chosen this lace, which is very pretty, very elegant. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at where this strip, yours is the eyelet border is, and I'm just going to add some snail to the back. My pattern paper has nothing on the back. Okay, so being generous here, I've got some here, and I've got 2 lines there. So what I'm going to do is line this up here on this, and flip it around the edges. And I'm not going to be perfectly content with that yet, because I'm going to make sure that this lines up with that first. And I like the look of it, because I do want a little bit of ribbon showing. On this one, yours won't have ribbon showing, because your strip is so long. But what you want to do is you want to make sure that this ribbon, I can't really see here, I'll see if I can push it back, covers half of the beige and half the brown. So you can kind of see there where the break is, and it covers half of them. So yeah, and it's flipped around the back of the pattern paper. So that's what I've done here, flipped it around the back of the pattern paper, and it's just like that. Alright, so this line's up here. My next step is to take my dimensionals, and I'm using a lot of them because these are not Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, and I'm trying to get rid of them. So I've given you 4, so you can put them on the back of yours. If I've given you dimensionals, I've given you 4. Let's say that. Because 4 is really all you need. You just need them in the 4 corners here. Just like that. It's kind of fuzzy here. But I'm going to put mine on the other sides as well. I just need 1 more. So apparently I need 9. And then you just peel the backing off and throw these in the garbage. It's kind of a little bit tricky sometimes. They get stuck to your fingers, the actual pieces. See, you get stuck to your fingers. Alright. Peel this all off. And you can kind of tell which ones you've picked off because either they're shiny or they're sticky. Maybe when they're sticky they still do have a little bit of a shine to it. Okay, now we're going to take this piece with the dimensionals on it and adhere it to this piece here. Being careful to line this top edge of this piece with this top edge of the sponged piece. And we also want to make sure it's even on the sides. And then just push the 4 corners down. Sometimes it's not straight, so I'll just go back and straighten it out. Alright, so now I've done that. Oh, and just be careful because there's still glue back here where your ribbon is. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is thread the button. And you're going to want to take the hemp thread and put it through 2 opposite sides. Oh, this is so bright. 2 opposite sides of your button, and it just comes out on the two sides here, and just tie it into a little knot and just snip the pieces. You can either fray it by twisting it the opposite way, that the hemp is kind of twisted. You can kind of see that it's twisted in one direction, and then just twist it back the other way, and then kind of pull it apart. I'm not going to bother with that right now because it's just going to take up time. So now I'm going to take my sticky strip here. And what I'm going to do is going to take my little button. I'm going to find out which side I like. This one, there's lines on one side and it's flat on this side, and there's lines on this side. Kind of see them, but I want it on the side with, I want the side with lines to show up, so I'm just going to stick some sticky strip on the back and fully cover this. You can do it with snail adhesive or glue or another kind of adhesive. This one I just find works the best, so that's why I'm using it. And if you look from the back, it's pretty much all covered. Look from the front, it's a little bit of overlap, but that's okay because I'll just take whatever's left there and then tuck it in behind. So this is the part where you actually definitely need fingernails for. And so you peel this off, and I kind of push it over onto the back here just so it doesn't make everything else very sticky. Sorry, I'll go a little bit farther away from the camera here so you can actually kind of see. Alright, so I'm just going to do one button here. Then you're going to arrange them into 3. Here's one. I might as well do them all. Oops. There's 2. And sometimes you don't need 2 pieces of sticky strip, you just need the one, and it should be able to hold. Oh, can't seem to get this. Oh, there we go. Alright. Put this one down here. Actually, I'm going to put this one up here. Sorry, my cell phone's going off. It's probably about time for me to get to class now. And just one, this one I'm definitely going to put 2 pieces on just to make sure it's fully covered. And I'm going to put it on the back. Always put it on the back. The side you don't want to show. And this one you need, the one that you've got the ribbon through, you have to put the twine, the hemp twine, through the buttonholes before you put the sticky stuff on, because it's just going to cover up the holes and it's going to be a big mess. Trust me, I've made the mistake. The reason I'm able to make cards fast and well is because I made mistakes before, so learn from my mistakes. Don't do it that way. Put the sticky strip on when you're ready to put it on the card. That's always the rule. Adhesive goes on when you're ready to put it onto the card or build parts of the card. So when you're ready to stick stuff together, that's when you use adhesive. Okay? So I'm just going to put this last one down here so they're now evenly spaced. I still just have my card base here. And this is sticky, as you can see. It looks the exact same except for the green parts on the back. Turn it over, and this is a little bit tricky because you've got so much dimension now on the card, but you're going to want to fully cover the back with adhesive. And I don't mean like cover every square inch, I mean just make sure every single corner has adhesive, and there's some in the middle, and the sides all have some. Let's do this in the light. I can, oops. When you're done with your sticky strip, stick it back together. Alright, so I can kind of see in the light here where it's shiny that, you know, that's where the glue is. Alright, so I take this, make sure my card's opening to the right side. Also very important. I've messed up there before. And then just press it down. And voila! 2 green cards, but we'll just compare this to the blue. It's everything you need. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. And I hope you enjoy using your kit to make this beautiful card. Alright, thank you. Bye.